We're on a slight snow delay today here on Mike and John Got It Going On, brought to you by Firehouse Doors. You know, the driveway wasn't shoveled when I got here. The parking lot was not cleared.
Yeah. Sorry. You'll have to talk to facilities management about that.
All right. You know that you didn't shovel the driveway when I was...
I'm not going out of that crap. What are you, nuts?
Yeah. And you know what? We didn't cancel school today. Well, not for us anyway. We will have the history lesson, but a lot of school districts have canceled for the day today.
Yeah.
Due to road conditions.
So the following districts in our area have canceled as of 7 a.m. Cheryl Stockwell Academy District, Fenton Area Public Schools, Fowlerville Community Schools, Heartland Consolidated Schools, Howell Public Schools, Huron Valley Schools, Linden Community Schools, and Pinckney Community Schools. We put that list up on our Facebook page. And now, when I check, now let me check again. I checked Brighton area schools.
Checking and double checking.
And I'll check again.
All right.
Okay, so, because people are saying, oh, no, Brighton's closed. But they have no official notification. See, I'm looking on their Facebook page. Nothing there.
Well, let's get on that.
Let me go to their.
Just cancel it
let me go to their Twitter page. Let me go to their Twitter.
Have they tweeted?
Tweet? No. Last time they tweeted was 6 days ago.
Okay.
So they haven't tweeted.
Well, they're Twitter guys.
All right. Let's go to their website.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's go to their website.
This is investigative reporting live.
Refreshing.
Hit the bulldog.
Okay. Kindergarten roundup. If you're interested, there's details on that.
Okay.
But apparently nothing that they're closed. However, we're hearing from folks that
have
they
kids
are
in the
closed.
district.
You know how districts are now. They tweet not the Brighton. But
they put out the tree.
They send out a text or whatever, or an email directly to those affected parents.
All right.
So
there you have it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, snow coming down, and we've got about an inch outside the door here. But as you head south or east, expect a slow go of it, a little heavier in the Oakland County area, Novi especially. Few inches already on the ground. So those heading east on I-96, you're going to have a slow go of it today. We'll keep you updated as more details come in. If Brighton Schools calls us on the Giggle line at 517-525-9052, they can let us know right here live on the show.
Right.
All right.
So we're waiting for your call.
Hey, can you give me the plug for the phone so when they call we can plug in?
Okay. Well, when they call, we'll know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Let's take a look at local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right. Here's what's going on. A day before her State of the State address, Governor Gretchen Whitmer came to Brighton on Tuesday to take part in a roundtable discussion at the Brighton Lighthouse Conference Center. Governor Whitmer kicked off the gathering, noting that her State of the State address will acknowledge what she called the unprecedented challenges facing Michigan families, and she planned to focus on 3 different examples of Michiganders: workers, retirees, and recent graduates. Retirees and new graduates would be a focus for providing financial relief, whether through repealing the pension tax or helping new graduates find good-paying jobs and selecting a path to skills that would not put them into debt for decades. The panel then began their discussion with inflation, the pension tax, and education as the main topics. Afterwards, the governor gathered with reporters for a few minutes of questions, with recent plans for solar power farms drawing opposition from residents in Conway, Cohocton, and Marion townships. Gigo News asked Governor Whitmer how she balanced that kind of opposition with the goals that are laid out in the My Climate Action Plan that calls for reducing greenhouse gas emissions 28% below 2005 levels by 2025. Whitmer said that plan was important, but she said it was not the only consideration. She emphasized states that don't move forward and ensure that there are clean energy sources are states that will miss out on job opportunities. 2 drivers were hospitalized following a crash Tuesday morning in Brighton Township. The Livingston County Sheriff's Office says deputies were dispatched about 5:40 in the morning to the intersection of Old US 23 and Heine Road on the report of a 2-vehicle crash involving injuries. A preliminary investigation indicates an 18-year-old Milford resident was westbound on Heine Road but failed to stop at the flashing red traffic light and was struck by a vehicle operated by a 36-year-old White Lake man. The 18-year-old was transported to U of M Hospital in Ann Arbor with life-threatening injuries, while the other driver was transferred to the Trinity Health Medical Center in Brighton with minor injuries. Speed and alcohol do not appear to be factors. The crash remains under investigation by the Livingston County Sheriff's Office Traffic Safety Bureau. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
Mark Binkley could barely drive a car when his dad bought the best jewelry store in town from Mr. Cooper. He spent a lot of time there after school and weekends, enough to know that he loved the jewelry business. Mark and his family were exiting a Sunday church service when Mark saw something more dazzling than any precious stone: Barb Lockery. Successful and beautiful was a combination too great to resist, and around Valentine's Day, a nervous and pale Mark Binkley asked Barb Lockery to be his bride. They were married in the rustic, cozy church sanctuary where they met, and decided to build Cooper and Binkley Jewelers together. You'll see them there every day, working hard just like you, helping people make special times in their lives even more special, with a gift from Cooper and Binkley. They'd love to hear your stories of romance at Cooper and Binkley Diamond Jewelers in lovely downtown Brighton.
Yes.
Are we on?
Yeah.
We're on? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see us on there. I guess we're on.
That would mean
we're on.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I'm glad we've
I
confirmed
knew
that.
I
But
was
wait,
going to. We have a conundrum. And
where's my phone? What'd you do? Oh, here it is.
What did I do with your phone?
Stop stealing my phone.
I did nothing with
I
your
wanted to
phone.
just refresh the Brighton area schools.
Okay,
website.
we're going the
I don't see that
the
there.
update refresh. Okay,
I'm going to keep checking.
we have a conundrum.
We do.
And last
What do we
night's-
do with it?
Well, we're going to figure this out right now,
Okay.
right here,
All
live, as we look at last night's TNT Tuesday night trivia, which was a bonus prize night, $50 gift certificate from our friends at Murphy's Family Auto. Your car knows.
Right. But do you think?
Well, my car knows.
Yeah.
My car knows it didn't like driving behind
was
some of
gonna
these
say.
people today.
Yeah.
According to a recent survey, when it comes to doing this, 33% of wives, that's 1/3, John, don't trust their husbands to
That's
do
confirmed.
this right.
33% is 1/3.
It is.
I just want to confirm that for
You're
you.
really confirming
yeah,
things
I just,
today.
Yeah, I want to make sure that that's...
So we have a couple guesses that fall under the correct answer. But let's go through some of the answers that folks gave us.
Hold on.
This just did.
Hold on. We have from a reliable source that Brighton area schools have indeed closed.
Thank goodness.
Jordan Genso, who has kids
checked
in
in.
Brighton area schools, he said
All right.
they called in.
Thank you, George.
So we're going to add that to our official list now. Now it's official because we have
Of
an
course.
official verified source.
Okay. I'm glad. And we have a few pointers
Yeah.
to make that emphasizes the fact.
Yeah.
You, young man.
All right, go
Okay,
on.
so
you may
Brighton is
proceed.
closed too now.
You may proceed.
That's good. Because didn't you hate it when you had the day, or your friends had the day off, and you
God.
didn't?
Yeah. That's
just-
not right.
No, it's not. All right. So, in last night's bonus prize night trivia, brought to you by Tanya Zirkel, the question, according to a recent survey, when it comes to doing this, 33% of wives don't trust their husbands to do it right. Buy their clothes, said Christine.
Oh God.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes we think things, oh, that'll look great on you, or the sizing factor.
What idiot, husband and or boyfriend, other than say jewelry, and even then, you want to get a female perspective.
Sure.
What idiot guy is going to go? I don't know. That's just nothing I would venture into. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of pressure. I don't. No.
That kind of stress.
I don't need that kind of stress in my life. This would look good on you. This looks like a garbage bag. I'm like,
or do you think I'm Christy Brinkley?
yeah.
Either 1984.
It's a loser no matter what you do. Just stay away.
Okay, good point. Charlie said, "Remember the anniversary." A lot of answers included something to do with the laundry, whether it was doing the laundry, folding the laundry,
Right.
or even the laundry in general. That was not correct. Donna said, "Put the toilet paper on the roller." There are some guys that'll just either not do it or just kind of put it on the thing, whether it's the right way or the wrong way. Which
Okay.
we all know it's over.
All right. Now, if the roll runs out, yeah, you got to replace it. That's your responsibility as an adult. But if there's just some left, and you think, well,
That's enough
I don't
to
need
get
to
by
use.
with.
I don't need to use it all. If I leave a sheet or two,
Well, I
it
think we've
technically
gotten.
wasn't empty.
I think we've gotten a glimpse into the life of you. Oh yeah.
I'll
Oh, there
leave
was
a-
still something on there. Sure, it's a couple of shreds.
I'll leave a square.
A square
as
with the
long as
shreds
there's one
left.
square on there. It's not empty.
You are. You know what? You really are a loser. You shouldn't shop for your wife's clothing or be in charge of TP. I like this one. Elizabeth said, "We don't trust their ability to leave Home Depot without buying a tool." Know the feeling. Clean the toilets or make travel arrangements, said Nancy. Boy, that's a double answer in one. Can we allow that? Fix anything electric or plumbing related around the house. Load the dishwasher. Dishwasher was another popular guess. And we've already discovered that men just really can't handle loading the dishwasher correctly.
Well, now who's the loser?
I am.
I load the dishwasher all the time. Yeah. I do it correctly.
Do you unload the dishwasher?
Actually, it's my kid's job.
I see.
But
so they're not going to tell you if you did it wrong?
Well, because I do it right, according to me. And but there is you got to make sure that things are facing the right way so they get the full spray. Yeah. Got to work that out.
The right spray.
That's right. You got to make sure. You can't just willy-nilly throw dishes in the dishwasher.
No, they should be in some type of order.
Exactly. Sometimes I look in there, I'm like, what, did the dog load this?
Katie said take a message. Most of the time. Now, when's the last time you really had to take a message?
Well, that's true.
Because we all have our cell phones.
Technology is kind of, taking that away. But
Carrie
you're
said,
right. If a guy were to take a message,
it'd probably be wrong.
I mean, I think I've seen a comedy routine about that because the guy would just be like, hey, Sue called. Well, what does she want? How is she doing? She just broke up with her boyfriend. And you're like, I don't know. She just called. I didn't get the backstory.
I kind of lost it after. I lost my attention span was gone. Andrew said taxes. Guy's doing the taxes.
Okay.
Cooking dinner.
That's dead on target.
Adjust the tracking on the VCR. Wow, how old are we, the VCR? Okay.
Well, first of all, you go to a thrift store and buy a VCR.
And then try and put the time on it. Buying Christmas or birthday presents, said our friend Susan, also known as Cougar. Driving, said James. Folding towels, said Dan. Scott said, great Scott, said make appointments or making appointments. Yeah, weren't you supposed to make an appointment for that? Supposed to, yes. Bathe the children, said Now, when you bathe the children, John, do you make sure they're in the right position and the water spray gets the right angle?
Just get them in the water.
It's kind of like the toilet.
Well, my youngest is 14, so I really don't. I'm not involved in the bathing of the children now.
Yeah, when they were little. Yeah, dunk them in the tub. They're good to go. Here's where the conundrum. Nancy said vacuum. Now, some guys take great pride in vacuuming. Other guys kind of don't even notice that vacuum needs to be done. And some of us fall somewhere in between. When it comes to vacuuming the car, we're good with that. Be organized, said Whitney. Take a message. We got to that. Here's where the conundrum comes in. The answer was pay the bills.
Right.
So in order to win the $50 gift certificate, we had to go by timing. So we had Kevin, who was first in with household finance, and then slightly after that, a few minutes, Tina said pay the bills on time. So would household finance be the big umbrella over paying the bills?
Well, trivia is your domain, sir.
This is how we throw Mike in front of the snowplow.
All right. Well, since I've been in front of it about 7 times already this show, I figured why not let you have a moment.
Here's what we're going to do.
Okay. What are we going to do?
We're going to let you know that Brighton schools are closed, and I think we give it to both.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
That's your solution.
Watch me.
Okay. That's right.
Because paying the bills is one thing, but household finance covers a whole lot of different things. Could be analyzing everything and saying, we don't have enough money for that. Or it could be just making sure that the electric bill's paid so you have lighting.
Yeah. Well, it's way to make a decision there.
That's how we do it.
That's way to just be decisive and just step right in and make that decision.
We could flip a coin, or we could just say
you've already announced both.
We're going to congratulate Tina and was it Kevin?
Okay,
Kevin.
All right,
as well.
There you go.
We'll give them both a $50 gift certificate.
That's what we'll do.
It was a tough decision for me to make right here on the spot, but I did it, John.
You did. Yes, you did. Your
non-decision
decision was excellently done, sir.
I did
Trivia
that well.
Brought to you by Tanya Zirkle with Remax Platinum. Her motto, comfort is the key to home. You can find her online, soldbytanyaz.com, or email her, soldbytanyaz@gmail.com.
All right, before we get into, there's a big wild game dinner, that's a fundraiser that's coming up. Before we get into that, you were at the governor's conference, the round table discussion.
I was.
Yesterday.
I was like
in Brighton.
With all the other media.
And
there were 7 participants in the roundtable.
There were 2 things.
And there were about 25 media who were all like crammed against the corner.
So was it really a round table?
No, it was not.
Why do they call it
It
that
was a
then?
square. It was actually 3 tables made
3
into a
tables
square.
Put into a square. It's kind of like, we're having extra people at the restaurant.
You know what? Wow.
And
I did
So
not.
it was
I
really
did not
not
catch on to that scandal.
a round table discussion.
I should have interrupted. Excuse me, Governor. This is
Again,
not round.
fake discussion.
So-
It's on a square put
Yeah.
together table. One of them needed a sugar packet to level it. And,
But it was at the Brighton Lighthouse, which is,
Right.
if you've never been there, a beautiful facility. So they held it there. And I don't know if you saw my news nerd alert.
I did, and that
Yeah.
was the second part of this
Okay.
discussion about your fangirl comment.
Yeah,
I was pretty offended by that.
Okay. Were you? I wondered if somebody
was-
would be, but I.
Fangirl,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Can't
I got
you
to
just
meet
be a fan.
I got to meet Martha Teichner, who is
Oh, yeah,
correspondent
Martha.
on CBS News, often seen on CBS Sunday News.
CBS.
I really enjoy her work, and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And they're working on a feature for Governor
She's a
Whitmer,
news person.
and right, but she's a national correspondent. So what are you
Well,
doing?
maybe
here?
she'll have the fact that it wasn't a round table.
Yeah, maybe.
At least she's a journalist.
Maybe they'll lead off with that. We'll find out. But yeah, it was very interesting.
So were you all a flutter?
No,
We're all-
no.
You were cool. You kept
I
it
know
cool?
you might find this hard to
You
believe,
weren't like
but
Chandler when he was
that
on
was-
in the elevator.
That was a bit tongue in cheek.
I
The
see.
post there. No, it was just nice to meet her. She's very, very approachable, and had a nice conversation with her. And then we got about the business of
Did she say
covering the not round table.
maybe she was a fangirl of you?
It's
and
possible.
you didn't know it.
It's
She-
possible.
She was like, "Oh, that's John Kay."
You're right. Because she said, I said, I'm a local journalist. She said, where do you
you
work?
do
And
a
I said,
podcast in
I
the
said
basement?
I go, oh, we have a website, and I could see her eyes kind of glaze over the more I said,
Wow.
we have a podcast, Mike and John Podcast.com. We have a website, and then we do a live stream. And she's just like, okay, why am I talking to you?
She's like, "Oh, nerd."
So
Nerds are out here.
there was
Brighton.
that. But all right, let's get to the wild game. Dinner.
Yes, let's get to the wild game dinner. Let's talk.
Oh wow,
That's our phone alert.
okay.
Good morning, this is Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom, it's Mike and John from Mike and John Got It Going On. How you doing today?
I am just doing great. How about you guys?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're talking with Tom Salisbury from Lakeside Heating and Cooling.
You're not fixing anything right now, are you?
Coffee,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah. With the weather this morning, I wonder if you guys get like a lot of extra calls, like when there's like snowfall and suddenly people go, hey, my furnace isn't working.
That happens anytime. It doesn't make any difference if the snow is falling or not.
That's true, too.
Well, Tom, of course, this dinner to benefit the Alzheimer's Association. Wild Game Dinner coming up in March at Crystal Gardens, March 25th. And I was looking over the information regarding the stuff that's on the wild game that's on the menu. And
Okay.
are you an aficionado of the wild game that they'll be serving?
Yeah, I like it. I'm the one that designs the menu.
Oh,
And because we have to actually buy the wild game, we buy what is good and people know, but not too expensive.
Gotcha.
People ask, many times, why don't you have alligator on there? Well, alligator is $20 a pound. I can't afford it.
Yeah. Have you ever had alligator, Tom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it worth that kind of money?
It tastes like chicken.
yeah. I've had alligator too, and that was kind of what I came away with as well. I'm like, oh, it's pretty decent chicken.
Yeah.
This is expensive
little
chicken.
different.
I mean, maybe next time
little
I'll just have
different
chicken.
texture.
But
Yeah.
what is the wildest game you've had?
Strip poker. Okay, let's get serious
yeah, come
here,
on now.
John. Jeez.
I'm 72 years old. There's a lot I've had out there that's
Okay.
been wild. Okay.
So, all right. Well, we'll save that for the after podcast.
There you go. All right, so we're looking at the menu here, and I see venison, wild turkey, wild boar. Bison is something that's pretty common at some of your local steakhouses and things like that. Elk as well. So wild boar, though, how's that? How's wild boar?
It's it's a little leaner than regular store bought. We get the wild boar tenderloins.
Right.
So it's like kind of like a pork chop, a boneless pork chop, but it's leaner. There's less fat.
It gets more
to
exercise because it's wild.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep. Yeah.
You know,
It runs a lot more
it's a little-
than the sitting boar.
I mean, it's a little bit healthier until it's not. But so
I'm a big fan of bison, so that caught my eye. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, nice bison
Yeah.
burger's good. All right, so
Yeah,
talk about
the bison. The bison is actually sliced bison. They slice it right off at the counter for you at the table.
not from the bison itself. I mean, it's already
No,
no, it's good. Just wanted to
It's
share with
kinda-
you.
it's been cooked already.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
not
good.
raw.
Excellent. That's good. No, obviously we're having fun, but the event itself, this Wild Game Dinner, raising funds for the Alzheimer's Association, a great cause, and something that that we've been involved in through the Alzheimer's Walk. And why don't you tell us how Lakeside Heating and Cooling got involved in this?
So what I got a question for you. So you guys are coming to the dinner, right?
well, not if you're not having an alligator. I don't know if we can make it, Tom.
We're top notch wild game here, fella. So no, we're kidding.
I will get you you two alligator. Okay, nobody else. It'll be a
Tom,
special plate just for
We'll be
you.
at the kids' table.
This is gonna be
There's Mike and John with their alligator. All right, fancy Frank.
cut into some fancy little shapes, and it's really just chicken McNuggets. All right, so let's talk about how did Lakeside Heating and Cooling get involved in the fundraiser?
This is Lakeside's 40th year in business.
Yeah.
But going back 6 years ago, Tom Boylan, who owns Lakeside Service, his parents both passed away from Alzheimer's.
Right.
That's a tough thing
So,
for your family to go through. Yeah.
And he was always a big supporter of it. So between me and him, we decided to have the dinner. And I used to have a dinner similar to this in Dearborn for the Penrecton Center for Blind Handicapped Children. And it was through my Lions Club, but they decided not to have it. So I said, hey, Tom, you want to have a wild game dinner out here? We'll give all the money to Alzheimer's. And he said, yeah, sure. So that's how it really got started. And then the pandemic came along, killed it for, a while, but now it's back again.
Right. And I think it's interesting you mentioned Tom Boylan, his parents suffered from this disease. And often I think we're finding, people have this personal connection, unfortunately, to this disease, which is so pervasive and so destructive, to families and loved ones. Barb Binkley, someone that, we're very involved with and a sponsor on the show here, she's got her personal story that she has shared, and others as well. And so, I think that as more and more people become aware of the pervasive, widespread nature of Alzheimer's, and it's something that is sometimes I think there's a lot of people that don't want to talk about it, or they think, oh, this is a personal, private thing, which is obviously understandable, but to the extent that we can get awareness out there and have events like this Wild Game Dinner to raise funds, I think that's all for the better. So we're hoping that folks will come out and enjoy a fun night, some great food, but really to benefit a great organization.
Oh, yeah. And also the dinner, because it is family oriented for people in families that have the disease, we also have other stuff besides wild game dinner. It's not all wild game. There is chicken on the menu. There's pasta, meatless pasta. There's fish. There's salad. There's roasted potatoes. And also, because it's family oriented, children are allowed to come, and we have a lot of kids there, and their tickets are at half price.
Okay.
Versus the regular price. So we want everybody to come. We want it to make it a family event, and have everybody there.
Are there any other activities going on during the dinner?
No, just
No?
people sitting around tables talking and having a good time.
All right, nothing wrong with that, too.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. And surprisingly, last year, the 50-50 raffle, the same guy won twice.
All right, there may have been some rigging going on there, Tom. I'm just
No,
kidding.
that's always the nice thing about the
It is,
50-50
yeah.
events, drawings at these types of events. You've got a great chance to win. So it's a fun evening, some great food, and again, benefiting a great cause. And we should mention, of course, this is going to be at Crystal Gardens on Saturday, March 25th. Doors open at 5. The dinner is at 6 o'clock. And Tom, if people have questions or they want to get tickets, what's the best way they can go about doing that?
Contact Lakeside Service, or you can call me. You have my number there.
All right.
And they can call me directly. But Lakeside Service also has the tickets available. It's easier. We can mail them. We can use a charge card for the tickets. You can pay cash, check, charge, whatever you want. We can drop off tickets, mail tickets. You can pick up tickets.
All right. Lots of ways to get those tickets. Tom, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Good luck with the event. Again, March 25th at Crystal Gardens, the Wild Game Dinner to benefit Alzheimer's Association. Thanks for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.
All
right.
Okay, you too. All right.
Tom Salisbury from Lakeside Service, Lakeside Heating and Cooling. So if you need any heating and cooling, they're the ones to call. If you need more information, you can always call us on the Giggle line as far as ticket information, 517-525-9052.
We've gotten various texts on the Giggle line.
Yes,
In fact, yesterday, Jim Pratt, individual who was a longtime listener for us, he just texted me. I didn't know who it was. And he's like, hey, you get texts on this thing? And I'm like, yeah. Who?
I replied, yep.
Yes, you did. I gave a little bit more contemporary answer and said, new phone, who dis?
Yeah, I was wondering where that came from.
Well,
I knew it wasn't me.
You got to hang with the kids.
Yeah,
who
dis? It's 1995.
Who dis?
Who dat?
So give us a call on the Giggle line, 517-525-9052. And
give us a text,
You
too,
can call
you
anytime.
kids. Sure.
Even when we're not live streaming, and leave a message.
Who checks the messages? Did our secretary take care of it?
Yeah.
Because we're two guys and we're not good at taking messages.
By the way, we got to hire a secretary.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, looking forward.
Not that we couldn't have a male secretary.
Well, no,
I just
I said nothing. I said nothing about the gender. Whatever.
No, it doesn't matter. We're not really hiring a secretary anyway.
Doth protest too much. All right, we are brought to you, of course, by Firehouse Doors. They are the OG sponsor of Mike and John. Got it going on, celebrating their 25th year of serving Livingston County. And, of course, in January, you can get $25 off a service call if you mention Mike and John.
Hold on. That was our pregnant pause. Have you signed up at mikeandjohnpodcast.com?
I'm not eligible. I can't do it.
$500 Visa gift card.
Oh, you're talking to them. Okay.
From Firehouse Doors.
Right.
Yeah, you're not eligible for much. He's not eligible, ladies.
No,
sorry.
Sorry.
He's all
sorry,
taken.
ladies. Yes. My wife is going, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. And then she's like, well, here's my email if you want to talk. I mean, let's not close the door on that.
Back to Firehouse Doors.
Sorry, right.
We're
Firehouse
doing
Doors.
the drawing next Wednesday, so you have less than a week to sign up.
Right.
To
Well, you have a week. I mean,
the morning of, before 7
I guess
a.m.
technically less than a full 7 days. Yes. But you have all day today.
You're snowed in today. Why not sign
Yeah,
up?
right. Go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com. You can sign up there. While you're there, if you haven't already, sign up for our newsletter.
That's true. We have a newsletter
That's right.
that you can sign up for.
At mikeandjohnpodcast.com, where you can also enter to win $500 in Visa gift cards, courtesy of Firehouse Doors.
I just said that.
Which we're in the middle of the commercial, so
Yes.
I wanted to kind of get back to that.
Back to the commercial.
Yes, exactly. Of course, they're family-owned business. They strive to treat each customer like family. Veteran-owned. Mike Witt, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. And for the past 22 years, they have been Livingston County's only authorized distributor of CHI overhead doors. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480.
Today is January 25th. Our 2-cent history lesson.
Do I need to double-check that? Or?
No, it's just double-check my watch. I have it written right here.
Okay, that's good to know. Of
Today
course, it's brought to you by
Oakland Insurance.
Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance.
Today's National Irish Coffee Day. So how did Irish coffee first come about, you may ask?
Well,
and is John drinking Irish coffee right now? It's coffee with Irish cream in it.
What do you know? Well, it doesn't have to have Irish cream.
Or it could have whiskey. It could have a shot of bourbon in there.
Yeah, I think you should just keep it Irish.
Wild turkey.
It's going to be Irish coffee.
It's Irish. Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
All right. It's National IV Nurse Day. we celebrate the nurse that can hit that vein.
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes there's ones that have trouble.
You're like, oh,
okay, am I a pincushion?
I see we have a trainee today.
No. I picked the wrong day to come into the ER.
Great to know. Yeah.
Today is also, oddly enough, Observe the Weather Day.
Oh.
Take a look outside, see it snow.
No window.
It's nice if you don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
It's nice if you have somebody that'll plow your driveway for you. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Right.
Somebody
when you leave, could you?
I'll just.
There's a
shovel
shovel there if you
I'll
don't
take
mind
care of
just
that for
taking
you.
care of that. That'd
No
be great.
problem.
Thanks.
It's also National Opposite Day.
Hmm.
Did you ever celebrate that as a kid? Oh,
No.
I said yes, but I meant no because it's opposite day.
No, didn't that come around more like when our kids were kids?
Well,
I don't remember it as when I was in school that being a thing. Like, oh, it's opposite day.
well, we just made that up as we went along.
I mean, yeah, I think if I ever said
It's
to my,
opposite day.
like, oh, it's opposite day or whatever, like, mow the lawn. Well, it's opposite day. I'm not going to mow the lawn.
I'm going to water the lawn.
Yeah, you're mowing the lawn.
All right, today, 1825 on this day, the first engineering college in America opened. It was Rensselaer Polytechnic.
Rensselaer?
Rensselaer?
Yeah, Rensselaer.
Rensselaer Polytechnic
Yeah,
in Troy, New York.
Yeah, yes.
You seem to know a little about
Well,
Rensselaer.
Yes, I do. I actually
an
know
engineer?
nothing. I've just heard it.
Okay.
I've heard that phrase, Rensselaer Polytechnic.
1915, AGB. That's Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh.
He had a little bracelet that said AGB on it. It was an ID bracelet. Remember when ID bracelets
Was
were
that
big?
his? Oh, I didn't know if that was his slip
AGB?
and fall alert, his life alert.
Like whatever happened to ID bracelets? Remember it was something? You could
They
give
were
a
a
girl
thing.
your ID bracelet?
Yeah, I don't know.
Only people of a certain age would remember that, kids. Now you just get a tattoo.
This is true. I think you're right.
I kind of think the ID bracelet was a little bit less committing.
I think it's
because you could lose it.
Look, when we were younger, I mean, getting a tattoo was like, what are you in the Navy?
Yeah.
What are you joining the circus?
What,
and
are you
now,
having a crisis?
Yeah, now it's
No,
I'm
it's
gonna get some flames up my neck. Okay. Good choice.
Alexander Graham Bell, back to the history
Oh,
lesson.
right.
In New York, spoke to his assistant in San Francisco, integrating the first transcontinental telephone service. He waited till after 11 p.m. to
Just
save
gonna
on
say,
the rates.
what time of day was it? How much is this costing? Get off the phone.
1915. Before that, they were using styrofoam cups with
A lot of string.
With a lot of string, yeah. The first Winter Olympics were held in France on this day in 1924.
In France?
France.
Yeah.
Yes. The city was Chamonix. Chamonix?
Don't squeeze the Chardonnay.
Yes. Is Charmin French?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you got to enjoy the go. 1960. The original cast recording of The Sound of Music started a 16-week run at number one on the U.S. album.
The Hills Are Alive.
Yeah, they are.
The Sound of Music.
I know my mom had the album. I didn't really listen to it, but I remember seeing
It's very
the
popular.
cover. Yes.
Didn't you watch the movie?
I did watch the.
I mean,
I did watch the
back in
movie.
the day when there wasn't much else to watch.
Must be a holiday. The Sound of Music's on.
Yeah. Oh, and you're like, oh,
Divine
Those-
Traps.
those hills really are alive with the Sound of Music.
Wasn't Penny Robinson in it?
Yeah,
From
like
Austin
the older
Street.
daughter.
Angela, whatever her name was. Cartwright? No.
Yeah,
Angela.
no, I think you're right.
1989. Madonna started divorce proceedings for the second time from Sean Penn.
Second time's the charm.
At an LA courthouse.
Gonna make it work.
Moved into a new 3-bedroom house in Hollywood Hills to celebrate. Sean Penn said, "Let's party."
Okay.
That just seemed like such an odd pairing at the time.
Yeah, they're both, 80s superstars, young, brash.
Sean's Penn and his dad had an awesome set of tools.
Yeah.
Louisville, Kentucky, 1999. A man received.
Is that the only Sean Penn movie you know?
I know he's in a few others. But,
I think he
But
is.
that was the
Yeah.
one that really.
Well,
and I just watched that with my son not too long ago. It was on cable. And I said, "Oh, you got to watch this." And then they dubbed over half the language in the movie, and it was other voices.
If you're not
so
watching
that's
it on HBO or something. Yeah.
But when I look at it now, I look at Sean Penn back then and go, sure, he was a lot younger, but he still looked older for the part.
No,
You have to go back and look at that now.
I will. But
Brad.
I'll watch
Watch the real version.
the real version.
Doesn't anybody knock anymore. Louisville, Kentucky man in 1999 received the first hand transplant.
That makes me think of Mr. Hand from Fast Times at Richmond High.
Are you all on dope?
What a dick!
Classic Spicoli. See what I mean?
Was the line, wait a minute, was the line, what a dick or you're a dick?
You
Or
dick.
you dick.
That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you.
yeah. I want to make sure I'm
Yeah.
quoting that correctly.
Quote it right.
Yes.
You're a newsman.
I don't
for
want to
God's
be
sake.
in the acting class and misquote the great Sean Penn.
Or perhaps you're at a round table for the governor with
Well-
other famous news people.
Yeah.
You don't want to misquote that.
Well, actually, I would say if that did happen, I'd be like, well, I was improvising.
He's ad-libbing.
I'm ad-libbing.
There you go.
Acting.
And finally, 2004, Bob Dylan was paid by a ladies' underwear company, one that you may have heard of called Victoria's Secret,
Oh, my.
to fly to Venice in northern Italy to film a TV advertisement in an ancient palazzo with scantily clad models. He was paid for most guys would say,
Okay.
when and where?
Are they taking applications? Or,
Some of the fans were upset while others empathized with
Yeah,
Dylan.
right.
That's your 2-cent history lesson. Brought to
Okay.
you by Drew Goebel and Oakland Insurance. Give them a call today. 248-647. 2950. There we go. 2950.
2,500.
2500.
248-647-2500. Drew Goebel, Oakland Insurance, and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance.
Yes.
Don't forget them.
When you think Frankenmuth, sure, the first thing in your mind is chicken,
Yeah.
but think insurance too. Frankenmuth Insurance has been around for a long time.
Well, yeah, of course. They're Michigan-based, you know.
Yes, they are.
Because there's Frankenmuth.
They're in
Michigan.
Frankenmuth.
Right, I heard that. Somewhere or another. All right. Earlier, we gave away 2 certificates to
Yes,
Murphy's
we did.
Family Auto. Made a command decision there. And
Pretty decisive.
yeah, very. And of course, Murphy's Family Auto has been serving Livingston County since 2011. Give them a call, 517-552-3040. Open Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you. Save 5% off your bill. Murphy's Family Auto. Your car knows. Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com.
So, are you a fan of The Voice? The show The Voice?
You know, I
watch it here and there, right?
I guess I
It's-
can't say that I am.
The thing about The Voice,
I'm not like not a fan, but you know,
it's not your must-watch.
it's not exactly.
appointment television. But Blake Shelton has been on the show for a long time, and he's decided this will be his last season.
Right. Now he's married to Gwen Stefani, right?
Yes, he
Or
is.
they're dating? Are they
met
married?
they met on the show
Yeah,
and fell
right.
in love, and
Right.
they're probably going to do a reality series about it.
And maybe they'll get divorced twice, like Sean Penn and Madonna.
So after the upcoming 23rd season, Blake is going to be done with The Voice. And he's hoping that they will give him the chair, because the chair is a very important part of The Voice, because they turn around.
right. Who wouldn't want those chairs? Are cool.
Well, come on, let's do that.
No, I don't want to do.
Come
that.
on, let's
too many chords.
I know there are. Blake doesn't have as many chords as we do.
he doesn't.
But
Okay.
oh, we bumped knees. See,
Yeah.
we got it.
See, this
on
is
the voice. They're
this is
spread
kinda
apart
weird.
a little bit
This
more.
just
and they
got
don't
weird.
bump knees.
Yeah, I don't know. This got weird.
Little knee bumping. Yeah, that was a little odd.
So
when we retire from this podcast, whenever that may be, we're already in season 2, right?
yeah. 3.
We're in season
We're in
3
season
already?
3.
Man,
Yeah.
within a year, we're coming up.
It's
on
100 episodes per season.
season.
We decided that earlier. We originally tied our seasons to
Reacher,
the
which is
Reacher,
coming up soon.
Reacher,
Yeah.
because we said, when Reacher does his second season, we'll do our season too. And then we're like,
Reacher's taking forever.
It's going to be like 2024 before Reacher does. So we just said, all right, we'll make it a clean 100 episodes per season.
And that's what.
So we're like in our 240th,
we're
239,
halfway
something
through
like that. Yeah.
season 3 then.
So yeah, we're into season 3 here, and
So we may take the chairs with us.
we got to renegotiate our contract.
Sure, with whoever's in charge.
Right. Which apparently is nobody. So yeah. All right. Well,
Coming up tomorrow, the less you know, we'll learn less.
Oh.
With Rich Perlberg.
even less than today? Is that possible?
Is school closed?
Yeah.
We'll have
So
we'll have your 2-cent history lesson. We'll have trivia and much more. Be looking for that trivia question tonight for Wednesday night trivia.
Hold on, let
It is
me,
Wednesday. Yes, so we'll have the answers on Thursday.
right.
Got it.
All right, hold on. I just want to check here real quick.
Did we get any messages on the Giggle line? That's 517-525-9052.
Okay. No, Brighton Area School still is not officially closed on their social media.
But they're closed.
But they are closed.
Somebody's behind. Maybe
Yeah.
the social media person's a little under the weather.
You know, but yeah.
Observe
But
the
they are
weather.
closed. I
Okay.
just, you know.
Got it.
Excellent.
They're closed, and I'm not connected.
All right.
So we'll see you
And
tomorrow.
we're out of here.
Giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.